Today is part 4 of my kitchen reorganize. This is where I take you through my kitchen and you can reorganize my cabinets, drawers, pantry, refrigerator, the entire kitchen with me. Today we are going to be working on my Lazy Susan and my upper corner cabinets, but first, I am Brandy. I'm a professional organizer and a Massachusetts realtor, and I am going to be giving away some free organizing. So I will come into your home for a day and reorganize a space for free. And I will also give you up to $100 worth of organizing items like bins or drawer dividers, whatever is needed for that space. So I haven't worked out all the details yet, but I am going to share the process on my YouTube channel, and I will have more details in a future video. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell for notifications if you don't want to miss out on the opportunity for some free organizing. So I absolutely love organizing, but I know not everybody does. Some people just feel overwhelmed. So if you need help organizing any area of your home, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email, and I'm happy to help in any way I can. So even if you're just feeling overwhelmed, you don't know where to begin, you just need some help getting started, I can help you come up with a step-by-step plan that you can follow so you can do it on your own. In my last video, which was part 3 of my kitchen reorganized, I did my spices and my kitchen utensils. And so now I have a spice drawer, and in that video I had a roll of liner that I wanted to put in the drawer so the spices didn't slide around, but I did not have a good pair of sharp scissors, so I did not want to cut the liner. But I did go out and purchase a pair and put the liner in, and I wanted to share that with you since I didn't get to show you in the last video. So this is my new spice drawer, and I put down the liner. So now when I shut the drawer and I open it again, my spices stay in place. So if you want to see how I reorganize my spices and my kitchen utensils, be sure to check out part 3 of my kitchen reorganized. Okay, so this area here is the area we're going to be working on. This is my Lazy Susan here. This is up here where I keep a lot of my paper products and that. And then in here, we don't really need to do much in here. All that's in here is just I keep a little bowl with like bread, kind of like my bread / fruit bowl. I would love for this to be out on the counter, but I don't have enough counter space, so I stick it in there. And then our toaster's in here. I don't use this every day. I use it every once in a while, so that stays in there. And then this here is just our Chemex, which we make coffee with, and I've been really into iced coffee right now, so I usually just make up a big container of it, put it in the fridge, and then I don't need to make it again for a few days, so I keep that in here too. I just keep the things that we don't use on a daily basis, so we don't need access to it all the time. So I will take everything out of there and just clean it, but other than that, we're not gonna do anything with that space. So right now in the Lazy Susan, I have like all of our serving stuff, which we do not use very often. We only use it usually when we have company, which is not very often. Maybe like a handful of times a year. So I don't really need to have easy access to this. So this is gonna get moved up into the upper corner cabinets because they're harder to get to. And then our paper products are gonna come down into the Lazy Susan. So now all the paper products in here are gonna come down into the Lazy Susan so they are more accessible because we have extra paper towels, plastic cups, paper plates, plastic utensils, things that we use a lot more often than the serving dishes in that, especially I have a 12 and 14-year-old daughters who, you know, need to be able to get to this stuff more easily. They seem to prefer to use plastic utensils over silverware, so I'm not a big fan of that. I prefer they use the silverware, but they really seem to like the plastic utensils, so we're gonna make them easier for everybody to get to. And as always, anytime I am reorganizing or organizing a space, I always start by clearing everything out and starting with a clean slate. And then of course, once I have all the cabinets cleared out and emptied, then I make sure I clean everything, maybe vacuuming it out, wipe it out, make sure everything's nice and clean before I put anything back into the cabinets. And then I always like to use the white vinegar just because it's non-toxic. So any time I have any area that comes in contact with food or dishes, like things that we eat off of, I prefer to use the white vinegar. Yikes. I think this is a little past due for cleaning. You can tell I don't get into this cabinet very often, and that is only from one shelf. So now that all the cabinets are emptied and clean, we can get to the fun part, which is getting everything ready to put back into the cabinets. And I always have a nice big space cleared for putting everything, like any items that I'm going to use to reorganize, or for when I empty drawers and cabinets, I have some place to put everything. Okay, so now you can see why I had to clear a big space, because we have ourselves a big old mess now. I do have things into categories based on what's gonna go back into what area. And this, by the way, is the only thing that I bought for this reorganizing, which I actually absolutely love. I think it's adorable. It is just for my girls' plastic utensils that they love so much, because it's a pain in the boxes. They're all mixed, matched, and a mess. So I'm gonna put the plastic utensils in here so that they stay nice and organized and easy to get to. Okay, and then our giant serving platter, that is gonna have to go somewhere else because it's too big to fit in there, and even if it wasn't, it takes up way too much space and makes it hard to organize the space. So I do have a plan for this, which you will see in a future video when I do above my oven. So if you don't wanna miss that, be sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell for notifications so you won't miss that video. And as I was pulling things out of the cabinets, I realized we have a ton of plastic cups. We probably don't need all of these. It's gonna take us a lifetime to use them because we don't use them very often. But my dad, who lives by himself, for some reason loves BJ's and Costco's and loves to buy in bulk. So we end up with lots of things that he can't store or doesn't need or is never gonna use. So we have tons of plastic cups. If I don't have the space for them, I could always move some of them somewhere else because we don't really need them. And then we have a lot of these throwaway to-go containers, which we keep these mostly for when we have company. If they want to bring leftovers home or desserts or cookies or something, they can take these, and then I have to give them my glass containers, which may not make it back or could get broken or whatever. And then also I use these, like if the girls are going somewhere and bringing something, or we're gonna bring something, I can put stuff in these so that I don't have to worry about washing it and bringing it back. So the first thing I'm gonna do is put the toaster and the Chemex and my fruit bowl back in here. I'm doing that first because it's not gonna change, it's gonna look the same. It's the least exciting part for me, so I'm gonna do that first and get it over with. So there, at least I know it's nice and clean and nice and neat now, and I can easily get everything in and out of there. And I do love these kind of cabinets where it just lifts up and you can store things away. I don't like a lot of clutter on the island and on the counters, so I'm glad I have somewhere to tuck away the like appliances and stuff that we don't use very often. So now I'm going to put all my serving bowls and serving platters into this cabinet here. I would probably keep the ones that I use the most and want easy access on the bottom shelf, but I also may just color coordinate. So I have some black and white ones, so I think I'm going to put all the black ones up here and then all the white ones down here because I have more white than black. Although the black are my favorite, for some reason I'm very into black right now, and I would like to keep them more accessible, but they're not going to take up as much space, so I think they'll be better on the top. Okay, so now I have everything back in the cabinet. On the bottom, I decided to go with like white serving bowls, and in the middle, I have all my white serving platters, plus my girls, the little dishes that they made in school, which are really throwing off my color coordinating, so I may have to throw them out. No, just kidding, I would never do that. So we got those in there, and then up here, I have all of my black serving bowls and platters. So I really love the way it turned out. It's not crowded, I can get to everything easily. Okay, so now I saved the best for last, the Lazy Susan. I am going to put all the paper products and plastic utensils and stuff in here. And I'm the most excited about this because I think this is the real reason I even decided to switch these cabinets around, because I think it is gonna be way more functional. It's gonna be so much easier to get to the paper towels and paper plates and everything that we need. We're not gonna have to move stuff around and struggle. We'll be able to just turn this and easily get to everything. Okay, so I want to show you the utensil holder, which is great and I love it. This obviously was meant for napkins, but I am not going to use it for napkins because we have lots of straws and I kind of want to get everything together. I'm also going to show you, as you can see, some of these things are packages of things. I'm going to take everything out of the package and keep it neat so you can see the difference between leaving things in the package and taking them out. It makes it look a lot cleaner and nicer. Okay, so now it looks much cleaner and neater without the packages. I'm not crazy about all the mismatched colors and that, but sometimes we get to go, take out and then we have things in there, like they send in utensils and stuff and we don't use them. And I am always torn between aesthetics, function, and waste. I want things to function, I want them to look good, but I also hate to waste things. So when things are perfectly good and new, I hate to throw them out, so I do tend to save things and use them. Okay, so here are all my paper products and plastic cups, things like that. I don't think it's the prettiest, but it functions so much better, and this is kind of just all our extra things, extra paper towels in that, extra napkins. They're going to be so much easier to get to. Okay, so even though this shelf turns and I have easy access to everything, I still keep the things that I use the most towards the front because I don't want to have to be searching for things that I use a lot. So that is why the paper plates and the napkins are here, because we use those quite a bit. The plastic utensils are there because my girls love those and prefer to use those. I don't let them use them often, but they're there for when they do want to use them. I put the to-go containers kind of more in the middle. They're the hardest things to get to because they are the things that we use the least. And then here is paper towels. We use paper towels pretty often. We go through rolls fairly quickly. So those are available, and I left space for a couple more rolls because I usually keep 4 rolls at a time here, but we need to restock. And then plastic cups that we have a bazillion of that we probably aren't going to use, but they're there. And then in the middle, we have like plastic champagne cups that we're probably not going to use. And then the best thing about this entire setup is now this bottom one is completely empty for me to do whatever I want with. And I think I have some ideas of things I want to do there. But I will show you that in a future video. So if you don't want to miss that, be sure to hit the subscribe button below and tap the bell for notifications so you'll be notified whenever I come out with a new video, and you will get to see future videos of me organizing the rest of the kitchen. And I do come out with new videos every week. So again, if you ever need any help organizing any area of your home, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. I am happy to help in any way I possibly can or answer any questions you might have. And if you would like the opportunity to win some free organizing, be sure to hit the subscribe button below and tap the bell for notifications, because I will have some details on the upcoming giveaway very soon. I hope we have the chance to meet, and until then, stay safe and healthy.